Hey Abel, how's it going? Today we're going to read Giraffes Can't Dance. Do you know who loves giraffes? I'll give you a hint. Her name is Grandma. Giraffes can't dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awful crooked and his legs were rather thin. Gerald kind of looks like a regular giraffe, doesn't he? He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Crunch. Gerald's on the ground. Now, every year in Africa, they hold a jungle dance, and every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year when they arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. See all the animals coming together, the zebras and lions, and there's Gerald getting ready to go dance. Well, the warthog started waltzing and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. Lions dancing. See a little mouse down the corner? Hope the lions don't see him. The chimps did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and the 8 baboons then teamed up for a very splendid Scottish reel. You know what a Scottish reel is? I don't know either, but I bet your mom does. She can tell you all about it. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lion saw him coming and soon began to roar. Hey, look, that clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. See all the animals kind of laughing. Poor Gerald. He is trying to dance, trying to be happy. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. You're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and started walking home. He never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Oh, poor Gerald. I feel sad for him. Do you feel sad for him, Abel? Then he found a little clearing and he looked up in the sky. The moon was so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. See the big bright moon? Grandpa takes pictures of the moon. Have your mom show you some of my pictures of the moon. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. So there's Gerald looking at the moon. Can you hear the moon singing to him? With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail swished round and round. Do the crickets in your backyards play violins? I bet they do when you're not looking, so that Gerald can dance. He threw his legs out sideways, he swung them everywhere. He did a big backward somersault and leapt up in the air. There's Gerald flying in the air with the moon. Pretty exciting. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing, I'm dancing, Gerald cried. Gerald's pretty happy. He's dancing. Hooray, Gerald. Then one by one each animal who'd seen him at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, it's a miracle, it must be a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we have ever seen. Gerald dancing, everybody else watching him. Yay, Gerald. Did you learn to dance like, how did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us now. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Yay, Gerald. He just needed the right music, didn't he? He raised his head and looked up at the moon and the stars. We can all dance, he said, when we find music that we love. There was Gerald looking up at the stars. Yay, Gerald. Giraffes can't dance, but we know they can, can't we? Yay, Gerald.